EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline, so it'll come out to the 25. Play action. Allen. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards in the play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Going to throw right side here, complete. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20, this one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And again, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, Raymond.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
It just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Eluding the pressure right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. They'll try the left side. Raymond trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Being chased out left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Slot man moves right. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So this game, Charles, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Now for the point after. And it is now 21-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On third, and the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. on second down. Raymond. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen forced out to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Here's Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Allen off the play fake. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Extra point safely through. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt.
And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff up the middle. Raymond, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Raymond, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen steps away to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Point after here coming up. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up a throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 4. Throwing it. And he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Looking to throw. Rolling to his left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league
they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
His third rushing touchdown on the year, his fifth overall. And the Packers are able to claw one back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
On play action, Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Allen on third. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. On first down, Allen. Flushed out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On second and very short, Allen.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards.
They're able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point up and through. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one,
After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Welcome back now to Denver.
Let's go now.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Raymond. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's got some space here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Let me go with the heavy cliche.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, a 9-yard touchdown ground.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
And this is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll run on 1st down. Raymond. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Drop 50.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses, they stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Finding room at midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
On second down now, Raymond gave a glimpse of his power that time and then brought down at the 30.
117 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Denver offense at the line ready to go. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Shepard now from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Raymond, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Denver, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.